Hey everyone, welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. I'm Nimmi. I hope you all are doing well. Happy New Year. The part of the world where I am now, we still have few hours left, but some part of the world it's already 2025. So a very happy, prosperous, blessed New Year to all of you who are watching, and I hope this year brings joy, happiness, success, whatever your heart, your soul desires. And it's going to be much, much better than 2024, right? Because every year we are learning new things, our soul is growing, evolving, becoming better. So it's going to be a wonderful year, and I wish you, your family, a very blessed new year. Let's step into this year um, with hope, optimism, faith, and let's create beautiful experiences, right? So all right, so 2025 adds to number 9, and that's what we have here. So this week's card is Hermit. Hermit is the ninth card in tarot, and so this is the energy of 2025, slowing down, a slow period. That's what I'm getting. It doesn't have to be about what's going on in our environment, the busyness. It could just be that most of us, we will feel this need to take time away. It could be like taking few hours, a few minutes even, every single day to reflect on things. So it doesn't have to be about um, our something to do with our environment. It could just be the inner calm, we seeking that inner peace, inner calm, things like that. So Hermit's energy here is represents a period of um, self-reflection, contemplation, and taking a pause, stepping away to contemplate on things, moving away from the busyness of everyday life to reflect on our experiences, and in order to find understanding, find clarity on how to move forward. So I would say this is a period of planning, preparation, things like that. So it may have something to do with what we want to do in our life, right? Our goals, our dreams, our relationships, things like that, what we have learned from our past experiences, and how is it going to help us in moving forward, with our goals, our dreams, what we want to do in our life. So this is about going over the details, every area of our life, to see what we need to keep, what we need to let go of, and that will help us find clarity, understanding on how to move forward. So Hermit is holding a lantern, and the lantern is his wisdom learned from past experiences. And this also has to do with uh, his inner knowing, and this is helping him move forward, find the way, find the direction. The lantern is only lighting his next few steps. The entire path is not visible yet. So what I would say is this could be a period of uncertainty. We may not know what's waiting for us in the next corner. We may not know what we can expect. So the clarity may not be there. However, Hermit, this energy inspires us to um, take that first step, whatever it is that we can right now, right? The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So whatever it is that we don't need to figure out the entire path. That's what Hermit is trying to remind us. we just have to take that first step, and then the next, and then the next, and then the path will open up. However, this is not about mindlessly making choices and decisions. Hermit's energy has to do with slow movement, make slow and steady progress. By that, what I mean is taking the time also, taking the time to reflect on what we want and what kind of choices we are making, um, things like that. That's important. So there is no rush, there is no rush to get anywhere. And it's also not about rushing through things. It's about making slow and steady progress, being clear about where we are going and taking the necessary steps, whatever it is that we can do now. So, yes, I would say this is the calm before the storm because next year, 2026, is the year of Wheel of Fortune, and Wheel of Fortune has to do with forward momentum, making progress. And so, this year, I would say, is uh, this is about gaining clarity, gaining understanding, and planning our next move, preparation, um, things like that, preparing ourselves and things like that. And Hermit's energy is also about seeing the bigger picture. So he is standing on a mountain. He is here, so he can see what's going on underneath, right? So this is about seeing the bigger picture. It could be from a spiritual perspective. This has to do with our purpose in life. What brings us a sense of joy, happiness, fulfillment. It could be that. And then making conscious choices. Okay, this is uh, what uh, this is what's more meaningful for me. So these are the actions that I'm going to take. These are the steps that I'm going to take because it brings me a state of peace, joy, and happiness. So Hermit, I would say, is about creating that sense of balance in our life. Taking care of our responsibilities, our obligations, and things like that, but also finding time to go inward, really be with ourselves, what's going on in our heart, our feelings, our body, what's going on in the body, and taking the time to balance our energies and find that balance between doing and action and inaction. So that's what, because Hermit is moving, he's not sitting there, right? This has to do with movement, but this also has to do with slow movement, also taking time to reflect. So that balance is what the Hermit's energy is about. So maybe in 2025, that's what most of us are seeking, a sense of peace, balance, harmony, equilibrium, and then also taking the necessary steps towards our goals, our dreams, things like that. And on the other hand, Hermit is about simplifying. So so this also has to do with going over um, all areas of our life. It could be things, it could be like decluttering, getting rid of things that we don't need, giving away, donating, and things like that. And traveling light. See, Hermit is only carrying that lantern and this stuff, right? He's not carrying baggage. So that is what we it's this energy is reminding us we don't need to carry a lot into our future. I mean, it's important that we let go and so we can create new experiences. So it could be internal emotions, pain, suffering, whatever it is that we are, carrying knowingly, unknowingly, or it could be things, so for instance it could be cleaning up our space, home space, our closet, our, gadgets, things like that, and simplifying, because we don't need a lot to live our life in a happily, right? uh, so yeah, so what is it that we need to let go of? So that's what Hermit is reminding us to ask ourselves. So what needs to go? So again, it could be internal, like self-doubts, limiting beliefs, um, you know, uh, past experiences that are hurtful, pain and suffering, or it could also be um, goals, dreams that doesn't resonate anymore. So yeah, simplifying, traveling light, and yeah, letting our own inner guide to light up our path. So believing in our own past experiences, um, believing in our own trusting ourselves, believing in ourselves, learning from our own past experiences, and letting that wisdom light up our path. So on the other hand, hermit's energy is also about seeking, a spiritual mentor, um, someone we can learn from. So whenever this card appears in a reading, it could also be that, um, there is someone around who we are learning from, someone who is helping us um gain clarity. So it could be anything, right? It could be actually a person, a counselor, a therapist, a healer, uh, or it could be a friend, a family member, someone like that. Or it could also be someone, someone who we like to follow, and someone who inspires us. So there are many, people um, who inspires me every single day when I read, their books, when I listen to them, when I watch their videos and everything. Sometimes it feels like they are just talking to me, right? It just totally resonates with my own experiences, whatever it is that I am going through at that moment. So it helped me, find the clarity that I am seeking, and help me make the right choices and things like that. So it could be, someone like that, or, someone uh, a therapist, a spiritual mentor, someone like that. Or it could be the current. It could be when this appears in a reading, it could be that the person who we are reading for, they could be a teacher, a healer, a mentor. They are being a teacher, a healer, a mentor for somebody else. They are inspiring someone else. So yes, teaching, learning, and yes. So hermit has to do with solitude, aloneness. So when I said alone, aloneness is not about loneliness, right? Two different words. Aloneness is a very positive word, but loneliness is a little bit negative. The reason why I'm saying that is because when we are lonely, when we are when we miss something, someone, and then we feel restless, we feel anxious, and then we mindlessly try to fill up that void, through activities, through um, something that may not be actually good for us. So that's what loneliness does to us. Um, but aloneness is freedom. Aloneness is Aloneness gives us this space to explore, experiment, and try new things, reflect on our experiences, understand ourselves better, you know, take up, something, a creative project, something that we love doing. So explore our creative side, our spiritual side, things like that. So two different things, and both has different energies, aloneness and loneliness. Hermit's energy has to do with aloneness, and yes, enjoying. If we don't like our own company, then what's the point, right? So this is about enjoying our own company, and you know exploring new way of doing things, exploring our creative and spiritual side, things like that. So that's lovely energy. And yes, simplifying, creating that space within. This doesn't have to be about external. Even if we are with 10 people, sometimes we still feel, that sense of aloneness, right? Because sometimes, nothing, it's not possible for us to connect with. Uh, I would say, what I want to say is, even if when we are in a crowd, it would still be possible for us to maintain that sense of calm, peace, and harmony. Even when we are going through a chaotic period of time, it's still possible for us to go through that period with calm. That's what the Hermit's energy is about. This is not about isolating ourselves and, and going away, spending our time in a cave or something like that. But this is about actually actively engaging with life, and everything life brings. It could be good, bad, ugly, whatever this is. This is about um, going through it without losing ourselves, going through these experiences with a sense of calm, knowing that all these experiences are helping us, um, helping our soul grow, evolve, be better, do better, things like that. So that's what Hermit's energy is. All about finding that calm, finding that inner peace and harmony. And Hermit is also about being humble, you know. This is about, because again, taking that, yeah, going through our life, uh, knowing who we are, and where we have come from, um, staying connected to our heart, uh, remaining humble, because we don't know what's waiting for us in the next corner, right? So it's all about um, staying in our heart, uh, being grateful for this moment, and yeah, taking it slowly, not rushing through life. But this is about be yeah, slowing down, also taking time to nurture what's important for us, what matters to us the most. All right. So I am also going to talk about the minor arcana cards that goes with the Hermit card. The reason why is um, because this is the energy of this year, right? So before that, let me just quickly go over my notes to see if there is something else that I want to talk about. Okay, so the minor arcana cards that are associated with the Hermit's energy is Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. So, okay, let's talk about this card, Nine of Wands. So here, this is self-isolation, right? And this is also stress. So with the Hermit's energy, um, this inspires. So whenever we feel this way, this is stress, a need for the person to set up like boundaries, as if they are expecting some kind of negative experiences, things like that. So it may have something to do with past experiences, what they went through. So so it feels like, you know, yeah, maybe they went through some bad experiences. Now they are expecting the same kind of experiences in their future. So that's the reason why there is this wall. They are not letting anybody in. So this is stress, you know, fighting the unknown. Um, so whenever and we all go through this, right? We all go through this energy. It has to do with yeah, where we are, who we are with, and what kind of experiences we are having, and things like that. So, and with the Hermit card, this is also about you know, reflecting on our experiences and really understanding what's happening, what's going on, and how can we go through these experiences in a calm way without letting it affect our health, our mental, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. So this is whenever this card shows up in a reading, this actually reminds the person to have faith, trust themselves, and expect only the best. um, you know, but still things happen. But then this is all about you know, being conscious of what's going on, our daily experiences, and making the right choices and decisions, so they are not letting these temporary experiences affect their health. So yeah, finding ways to also create a sense of balance in their life, whatever is stressful, you know, that that is also an opportunity. There is an opportunity for transformation to happen, right? And we all know this, you know, this is not, you know, new information. We all know this, but still when things happen, this is how we feel, stressed out. um, so but what the card also, whenever this appears in a reading, this reminds us that there is an opportunity for transformation to happen. And it doesn't have to be about changing the external. It has to do with um, transforming our thoughts, transforming the way we want to show up, the transforming how we are responding to that situation, right? So yeah, number 9 has to do with in endings, I mean towards the ending. So there is an opportunity for transformation to happen, so they can move forward and create better experiences. So yeah, the card reminds the coherent not to take things seriously, but how can they move through this? Is it's difficult, especially when, you know, some, if this has to do with relationships, health, their career, things like that. Uh, but then this reminds the person to create a sense of balance. Also, uh, you know, it's important to um, be aware of what they are grateful for, and how this what they are learning from this situation, and how can they what can they do to um, create that calm in their life. It could be rest, relaxation, taking up a creative project, talking to someone, therapy, things like that. So that will help them go through these experiences in a better way, in an efficient and effective way. So yeah, this is like feeling alone, but then it's all about the kind of choices we are making use of the resources we already have around us, and communication, things like that. All right, so that totally goes with the Hermit card here. The other card is the energy of Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords is, yes, judging our experiences. Hermit also has to do with judgments. It could be judging our circumstances, judging our own past choices and decisions, and things like that. And that make us, feel this way when we are in our mind, thinking and rethinking things, feeling guilty, feeling regretful, about things. It makes us, um, you know, feel this way. Again, you're stressed out, anxious, um, things like that. So again, Hermit energy is reminding the current, there is no need to worry. All our experiences, whatever we go through, uh, you know, our the challenges, the experiences we went through in our life, there is everything happens for a reason. There is a lesson. It could be that with this person, because they are maybe it could be that they are not seeing things clearly. They are only seeing things from the surface. They are not um, you know seeing the entire picture. So there is a need for them to uh, come from the heart space, and resting their mind. Um, and so yeah, so they have to, when this appears in a reading, whenever the Nine of Swords appears in a reading, this reminds the person that they are only seeing things, their experiences from the surface level. They have to move beyond in order to understand the lesson, so they can make better choices, and also find out why something happened, what happened, um, what they have learned, things like that. So this helps them, come out of the past and be in the present moment, and look around and see, okay, how can I use these learnings in my present moment? How is it going to help me? So this is all about taking the focus from the past and being aware of the present moment and applying those lessons. So, Nine of Swords also reminds the person, okay, that happened. Now what? This is always about something that happened in the past. And they are feeling regretful about things. So it reminds the energy asks the person, okay, yes, that happened. Your emotions, your feelings, whatever you are going through, it's valid. But now what? Are you going to still be in that energy, or are you going to do something about it? So again, this has to do with transformation. Yeah, bringing our awareness to the present moment and transforming the present. That help us, that action, um, and making the right choices that help the querent free themselves from this mental prison and move forward and create new experiences, transform their tomorrows. So it's all about making being aware of the learnings and applying them. So yes, so that's what the energy of the Nine of Swords is. So there is an opportunity in the present moment, both with Nine of Wands and Nine of Swords. There is an opportunity in the present moment, and uh, that they can use to create transformation in their life. Okay, on the other hand, we have Nine of Pentacles, beautiful energy. There is nothing much to talk about this card. So um, this is what I was talking about when I said enjoying our solitude. So that's what Nine of Pentacles represents, enjoying the aloneness, being grateful for what the person is surrounded with, the blessings. It could be, yeah, and what they have learned from their past experiences, where appreciating their experiences, where they have been, where they are now, and just enjoying every step, every experiences. And this is also a card of independence, slow movement. Again, the snail here represents slow movement, independence, freedom, and yep, enjoying the space they are in. So nothing much to talk about this. And Nine of Pentacles is also about readiness, and that's what number 9 represents. Number 9 is towards the end of a cycle. So, and with the number 10 card, that's the ending, and then a new cycle starts, right? So Nine of Pentacles, whenever this appears in a reading, this reminds the querent that they are ready to move on and create something new in their life. So it could mean several things. It may have something to do with their relationships, their career, something new that they want to experience. It could be something to do with their creativity, their business, how they want to live their life, what kind of experiences they want to bring in, things like that. So lovely energy. And then we have Nine of Cups. Okay, so Nine of Cups is about procrastination. And this is about, just being okay with whatever is happening in our life. This is about not doing anything, not being bothered with anything. This is just about like enjoying ourselves, like bliss, you know. Uh, it could be, yeah. So, this also, because these are cups card, this could also mean food, drinks, friendships, the company we keep, and wherever we are, whatever it is that we are doing, we are just comfortable where we are, and we don't want to make a move, we don't want to change anything. So that's the energy of Nine of Cups. However, whenever this card shows up in a reading, this also reminds a person, is there something, this asks the person to check with themselves if there is anything that needs their attention. Sometimes we get carried away, and we forget certain things, right? So it reminds the person it's okay to enjoy life. Sometimes we need that break, especially if somebody is going through this. But this reminds the person, is there something they need to be mindful of, something that needs their attention? For instance, it could be something to do with their health. And are they, if they are overdoing something, like for instance, food, drinks, friendships, how they are spending their time, their energy, things like that. And also their day, when it comes to their day-to-day responsibilities. This reminds the person to again bring their attention to the present moment, enjoy. However, it's also important to be mindful of what they are responsible for, and then take the necessary action so they don't have to regret anything later, right? So yeah, so that's what the Nine of Cups energy is. This is about doing what needs to be done. Yes, again, it has to do with creating that sense of balance, doing whatever it is we love doing, but then also focusing on other areas of our life to make sure that, we are not missing important details, and we are, showing up in our life and doing what needs to be done, things like that. So yeah, Hermit, um, beautiful energy, I would say. It's all about planning, preparation, um, letting go of what is no longer helpful, goals, dreams, people, places, ideas, and also getting rid of self-limiting beliefs, letting um, yeah letting our own inner guide help our path. So this also has to do with taking up a spiritual practice, slowing down and paying attention to our intuition, um, and letting it guide our path. So beautiful energy. So if you have a question, if you want to learn more about this card, shoot me a message and I will be more than happy to sit down with you and talk about this card. Tarot readers, do share your thoughts. And again, wish you all a very happy, prosperous, blessed new year. Please take good care of yourself and enjoy your week, your months. Bye-bye. Take care.